Today, we wanted to show you a classic fried rice dish, Yangzhou Chaofan. It's a wonderful fried rice, but even if you don't make this dish exactly, we hope you can still learn some technique to apply to whatever fried rice you want to make.
So Yangzhou fried rice is sort of a deluxe fried rice. We want to use this recipe to teach you some essential fried rice techniques, but the essence of homemade fried rice is using whatever's laying around your kitchen and then whip up a fried rice dish. So what we want to do is that we want you to leave us comments below and tell us what you have lying around your kitchen, be it Western or Chinese. And then in 2 weeks' time, we're gonna make a video showing you how to fry up some of the most ingredients we saw.
So to make Yangzhou fried rice, you're gonna need rice. This is 2 cups jasmine rice that we cooked at a dry ratio of 1.2 parts thoroughly rinsed rice to 1 part water. After cooking, you'll want to spread the rice over a plate like this to let the steam dissipate. You don't need to wait overnight or anything. Once the rice cools down, it's ready to go. Alternatively, you can absolutely work from leftover takeout rice, but because that sort of rice is wetter, you'll really want to spread it out and do that overnight rest. So this is definitely sort of a deluxe fried rice. We're working off a pretty old school cookbook here, and all this stuff is going to go into the rice. First up, 30 grams Chinese ham diced into cubes. This is Jinhua ham from Zhejiang. You could also use lapchung and American country ham, or even chasiu. For some dried umami ingredients, we'll add in some reconstituted dried mushrooms and scallops. Prep these by soaking them in hot boiled water for 2 hours. But don't toss that soaking liquid on the left. That stuff's basically like concentrated umami juice and is going to form the basis of our sauce. To cut the scallop, find the grain of the scallop and slice in half against it. The scallop should then neatly crumble into a couple small bite-sized pieces. Now, we should say that the cookbook also calls for some sea cucumber here, but we're not the highest budget of productions, so we just left it out. For our veg, we'll be adding in some peas, bamboo shoots, and green onions. Bamboo shoots are another awesome umami-rich ingredient that's going to give this dish some nice crunch. Feel free to use canned bamboo shoots if that's all you can find. For the meat, we got 70 grams shrimp, 50 grams pork loin, and 50 grams chicken breast. Cut the shrimp in a couple pieces and marinate it with a simple dry marinade of a 1/4 teaspoon salt and a 1/2 teaspoon cornstarch. Dice up chicken breast and the pork loin and marinate that in a similar dry marinade of a 1/4 teaspoon salt, a 1/2 teaspoon sugar, and a 1/2 teaspoon of cornstarch. We're using these dry marinades here, mostly because for fried rice, we really want to control how much liquid's going into the dish. And that liquid is going to be 3 tablespoons of the soaking umami juice, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of sugar, a teaspoon of stock concentrate, a teaspoon of liaozhou, aka Shaoxing wine, and of course, to complement all those umami-rich ingredients, some all-natural purified seaweed crystals, just a sprinkle. So right, we fry our not rice ingredients first. As always, first, long yao. Get that wok piping hot, shut off the heat, and add in your oil. Working from that old school recipe, we're frying this guy today using lard. But whatever oil you choose, give it a good swirl to get a nice nonstick surface. Starting the flame at medium-high now, add in your shrimp. Give it a fry for about a minute until they're done and turn color, then take them out. Next up, add the 2 meats together with their marinade. Fry them for about a minute until they're mostly done, then add in the scallops and the mushrooms. Give that a brief fry for about a 1/2 minute, then toss in the ham. Fry for another 1/2 minute, then toss in the peas and the bamboo shoots. We add these ingredients in stages because they each have their own cooking time. Fresh meats take the longest, but the veg is basically done after a minute. Now add in the sauce and up the heat to high. Once that liquid started to boil, take it all out, being sure to get every last drop. So now for the rice and egg. As before, first long yao. This step's especially critical here when we're frying rice, as you really want to minimize any possible rice stickage. Setting the flame to medium-low, add in that thoroughly whisked egg. Fry for a minute or two, until you see curds start to form like this. Then, up the heat to high and add in the rice. The basic idea when frying rice is to alternate between pressing down on the rice to break up the clumps and scraping and pulling the rice from the bottom to prevent sticking. Especially with the egg involved, you can sometimes see a little sticking to the bottom. Don't panic, just scrape it up with the spatula. What we're looking for here is the rice to become dry with the grains separated. This should take a couple minutes, and you'll know it's done once the rice is loose like this. Now add back all those ingredients we fried up before. Continue frying for about a minute, making sure that the liquid's absorbed into the rice. Then toss in the shrimp. Fry it real quick, toss in your sprinkle of green onion, bring it all together, and your Yangzhou fried rice is done. This fried rice was absolutely incredible. The lard and all the umami-rich ingredients really dial it up a notch above a normal, standard fried rice.
I hope you give this a try. Remember to leave us a comment about what ingredients do you want us to make fried rice with, and check out the red link in the description box for a detailed recipe. Subscribe for more Chinese cooking videos.